Hello my people, welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is Phyllis. Tunaongea mambo ya safe motherhood. That is why you have to understand why Moses Basket Initiative, why we emphasize on safe motherhood. So welcome so much. Make sure you subscribe to all our YouTube channel. Tafuta tu Moses Basket, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Kila mahali utatukuta hapo. So the importance of us speaking about safe motherhood among children. Kwa sababu sahi tuko na watoto wanazaa watoto. That is our interest. Teen mothers who are forced to get married, especially in our cultures. Si mnajua huko kwetu penye panya bado cultures imeshika. If you go to Marsabit, you get a lot of child marriage. Ukiingia Narok, the same. Ukikuja Kilifi kidogo pia, uko ndani kwa vijiji, you get the same early marriages, child marriages ambazo they are very, very wanting. So that is why we are bringing this topic, so that you understand our work as Moses Basket Initiative. What we do, we train them, these young girls, on safe motherhood. Huyu mtoto ameshajipata ako na mimba. Huyu mtoto ameshajipata anazaa. Huyu mtoto sasa hana option isipokuwa azae huyu mtoto ambaye amezaa. As much as the law will take its course on the man who has impregnated them or married them, still bado atazaa. So who is protecting this child? Because tulisema last time in our series, because this is a series, kutakuwa na watu ambao ameolewa kwa hiyo boma. Kuna co-wives. Lakini hawa co-wives, they are not helping the children. They are not helping these small children because they believe they are fighting for the love of the husband. And that is how bad illiteracy levels are in our country. So ukipata na such issues, what do? You want to first curb maternal mortality. Hatutaki huyu mtoto akufe. We don't want this child to die. We don't want this baby mwenye amezaliwa na mtoto akufe. That is what we call about maternal mortality. So we are preventing the death of the child and the child also. So what do we look at? Because pregnancy is not a curse. Pregnancy, sasa tuwezi sema, kwa sababu ni mtoto amezaliwa na mtoto, that child is cursed. That child is not cursed. That child is important to this child because hajaipata mtoto tena. So pregnancy is not a curse but a blessing in disguise. Although imekuja at the wrong time, at 8 years, at 10 years, at 13 years, it's still a pregnancy, and huyu mtoto bado atutamfunza how to take care of that pregnancy. So we cannot disqualify and say, kwa sababu ameolewa mapema na she's giving birth, so we give up. And we say, that pregnancy is a curse. It's not a curse, but it's a blessing to that child because hajawai pata mtoto mwingine. This is their first child or their second child, and they hold it with the dear hearts in their hearts. So the birth of this baby, it's also a joy to this mother. Hata kama ako 13, hata kama ako 14, bado ako na ile excitement ya kupata huyu mtoto. Despite the stress and the circumstances under which amepata hiyo mimba, bado yeye anakuwa ni mzazi. She's still a mother, and that's why we need safe motherhood, because we want to show her it's still joyful. You need to smile, because if you don't smile, if you're not happy about this pregnancy, if you are still stressed every other single day, this baby is going to come out. And that is what we are preventing, mortality, because the depression, the stress, the unhappiness you have within you, all those negative emotions you're having because you got married very early, inakuwa ni stressful. And that is why we are here to tell you, okay, can you start smiling again? Can you start acknowledging kwamba it has happened and now this baby has to come and it's going to be a joyful journey for you. And that is where now you see after maybe 3 or 4 months, mtoto anatoka kwa denial, anaanza kuja kwa acceptance, anaanza kuwa joyful, anaanza sasa ku-embrace ile pregnancy. And vile ana-embrace hiyo pregnancy, tuna curb bado maternal mortality. Utaona sasa anaanza kuja antenatal clinic, which is a plus for us. So tunaona anaanza kuuliza nurses maswali, kuna folic acid naweza kunywa, ninaweza fanya nini? Unaona mtoto, they start doing exercises, they start walking, they start doing this. So pole pole, through counseling and trauma counseling, this child comes to accept the pregnancy, and they start to be joyful about the pregnancy, and they start understanding why they are pregnant, what to do and what not to do. So huyo mtoto tu amerelax na ako sawa. So what is our end game in maternal mortality? to prevent all that, our joy is to have maternal stability. Stability at the end of the day, tunaona kwamba this mother and this child are safe. Wakati anakuja kwa delivery, pale kwa dispensary, kwa clinic, or wherever. Sasa sahi tumeshawatoa kwa kijiji, tumewatoa kwa kijiji, wameanza kuembrace kwenda hospitali. The next clinic that is available, the next dispensary that is available, because sasa hawaezi enda mbali, 40-50 kilometers away, but the dispensaries ziko karibu na ziko na skillful attendants, tunataka waende hapo. We want them to be there. So what have we achieved as an organization is mental stability, maternal stability. Tunaona huyo mtoto amechange mentally. She's able to carry that young infant in the hands during the delivery with a lot of optimism. Amefurahia, amesema nimepata huyu mtoto. Despite mashida zangu, huyu mtoto amesha kuja. So from there, this girl and this baby, they are safe. And that is what we emphasize on safe motherhood. Kwa sababu huyu mtoto anaweza reject huyo mtoto wakati anazaa. Anaweza kataa huyo mtoto. Now that's why when we are going with this series, we are going to look at postpartum depression. How does it come about? Unaona tu mama amekataa mtoto na amekataa mtoto na amekataa mtoto. Na wengine hata wanawacha hospitali. And that is it. But when we are here, as an organization, our joy is when we achieve at the end of the day mental and maternal stability, and we are able to receive that baby with joy at the end of the day. So those are the reasons as to why we focus on maternal mortality. Number one, as I said, we have to look at that pregnancy is not a disease. So we need to carry it along with it so that we can prevent the death. We need the mother to accept and not live in denial so that they cannot be stressed and die. And thirdly, we need this mother and this child to have a mental and maternal stability. So that is us, and that is what we are talking about. Follow this series. It's a long one, and it's going to be a long one. And hatutachoka. We will keep creating all this content. Make sure umeingia kwa social media, all our platforms, Moses Basket Initiative, even our website. It's still under maintenance, but utaipata hapo. So every information you need to know about us, it is there. If you know a child with a child somewhere, married by force, you know the person to contact. Ingia kwa DM yangu, ingia kwa inbox yangu, let me know about that situation and we shall face it together. Ensure we are having safe motherhood among the teenage mothers. Asanteni sana. See you in the next series.